In this video, we'll be diving into a unique and somewhat unsettling subject, using palmistry to explore predictions about the timing of death. If you're intrigued by the mysteries of lifelines, fate, and how the lines on our palms might reveal hidden insights, then stay with us till the end. Before we start, let's set some context around palmistry and the predictions it offers. Palmistry doesn't give us control over life or death. Instead, it can hint at approximate timelines and even potential causes of mortality. Through palmistry, we might glimpse whether someone could pass away in a hospital, suffer an accident, or be affected by a particular medical condition, such as organ failure, a heart attack, or neurological issues. While this information is fascinating, it's not set in stone and should be interpreted with care and respect for its limitations. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss future videos. And if you find this content interesting, giving it a thumbs up really helps us out. My name is Gotham, I'm based in Canada, and I've spent almost 16 years studying palmistry and astrology, offering guidance on finances, career, health and more to people worldwide. Now let's dive into how certain signs in the palm could indicate life and death markers. There's a popular belief that a long lifeline always means a long life, but that's not necessarily true. Some individuals live well into old age with broken or short lifelines, so context is key. To better understand, let's walk through a basic example. The lifeline is one of the main lines on the palm. It begins near the Mount of Venus, the fleshy area at the base of the thumb, curves gracefully around it, and can indicate different phases of life. By dividing the lifeline into sections that represent different decades, we can make rough age estimates. For example, one part may signify age 10, then age 20, 30, and so forth, extending to the end of the line around age 90 or 95. A long, smooth curve typically suggests a healthy lifespan, but it's only part of the whole picture. Other features on the palm can further support these predictions. A well-developed Mount of Saturn, located beneath the middle finger, for instance, is traditionally thought to hint at a long life. Clear vertical lines or strong markings on the Mount of Jupiter, under the index finger, can also suggest a robust and healthy lifespan. Even finger length plays a role. If the ring finger is longer than the index finger, it's generally associated with longevity, even if the lifeline appears shorter. Next, let's consider some markers of potential health risks. The heart line, for example, can reveal clues about possible cardiovascular issues. If your heart line appears broken, chain-like, or overlapped with multiple lines, it could suggest a predisposition to heart-related challenges, such as high blood pressure or other cardiac conditions. Exploring palmistry's take on life and death can be intriguing, but it's essential to approach these interpretations with caution and respect. Palmistry offers probabilities, not certainties, and serves as a tool for self-reflection rather than fear. Please share in the comments if you identify with any of these qualities. Thus, you must use extreme caution. However, death is unavoidable. Everyone will eventually experience it, regardless of how cautious they are. On the other hand, the heart line may indicate heart-related issues. It may be a sign of neurological disorders like paralysis or other disorders affecting the head, brain, and nervous system if the headline, which is this line here, is curved. Stroke or cerebral hemorrhage, for instance, may be possible problems. Good mental health is usually indicated by a straight headline, therefore that's the ideal option. Curvy, however, is not a good sign. It could also be a bad sign if the title is straight, yet has a lot of horizontal lines running across it. Thus, you must use extreme caution. Incorporate techniques such as yoga or meditation. At some point, you should start doing things that keep your mind active, such as reading books, playing logical games like chess or puzzles, and other similar activities if you can determine that your mental health may not be excellent in old age because of a lot of crosses on the headline. Everyone has occasional memory loss as they become older, including forgetting where they placed their car keys or wallet. An indication of this tendency may be found in the headline. In order to sustain mental strength, it is crucial to keep your mind engaged through brain workouts. Let's now talk about the lifeline-based timing of death. If a line breaks on the lifeline and then resumes, it may be a sign of a hospitalization or other health problem. It's not a good omen when the lifeline breaks. A lifeline that resembles a chain or has breaks could indicate that you will likely need to visit the hospital frequently as you age. If the lifeline displays a break or discontinuity, for instance, it may predict hospital visits around the age of 69 or 70. If the lifeline reveals a break or discontinuity, the person may die in a hospital. If there are no breaks in the lifeline, it indicates that death will take place quietly at home. Migration brings an intriguing aspect into the study of lifelines. In palmistry, a lifeline marked with a distinct separation may suggest that a person's life journey will span different countries. For instance, someone born in Canada might find their final days in the US or Europe, emphasizing the journey of both body and spirit across borders. Now let's turn to astrology, which offers its own rich insights into life's trajectory and even potential indicators of death. In astrology, various houses in the birth chart reveal possible life and death influences. The sixth house can indicate chronic illnesses. The eighth is often linked to sudden events like accidents or natural disasters, and the 12th house points toward deaths that occur in confined or medical settings, such as hospitals. Studying these houses offers an even deeper understanding of life's natural cycles and possible fates. Each mount in palmistry can be associated with specific health conditions. The Mount of Moon, for example, may hint at mental health challenges if it appears weak. A frail Mount of Saturn could point to chronic ailments, such as joint pain or spinal issues. Health concerns connected to the heart might be seen in a diminished Mount of Sun, while the Mount of Jupiter can sometimes indicate susceptibility to conditions like diabetes or fatty liver, highlighting potential issues related to the liver. With a clearer understanding of lifeline signs, let's not overlook crucial palm features such as the Mount of Jupiter, the Mount of Saturn, and the ring finger's height relative to the index finger, a subtle sign linked to positivity. Palm color also tells a story. A paler palm can indicate low life energy, suggesting a need for restoration. In my experience, I've observed that after the passing of a loved one, a person's hands can become noticeably pale as the body cools. A very white palm in a living person may reflect sluggishness or lack of vitality. Therefore, if you notice a paler tone to your own palm, consider focusing on vitality-boosting practices, positive habits, and healthy routines. A pinkish or reddish palm, on the other hand, is often seen as a sign of health and optimism. Interestingly, a purplish palm can hint at trauma or a sudden passing, especially if dark purple patches appear. In cases of suicide or traumatic death, I've seen palms exhibit these unusual purple or greenish veins that resemble blood clots or bruises. This distinct hue can serve as a silent marker of intense or unexpected endings. Looking forward, I plan to dive even deeper into these topics in future videos. This has been a brief yet insightful overview of how lifelines, mounts, and other palm features can give us a glimpse into life, health, and death. Thank you for reading. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to hit the like button. Feel free to leave any questions or thoughts in the comments. I'd be glad to address them. Remember, there's no need to feel uneasy after watching. My goal is to inform, not alarm. I deeply appreciate your support and wish you a long, fulfilling life. Take care, and until next time, farewell and be well.